Well, nearly 50,000 people came across the U.S. border in May. 10,000 of them, were unaccompanied children.
It's a humanitarian crisis. Some are blaming on the U.S. administration's watering down of immigration laws. News 13's Frank Faboni joins us with tonight's reality check.
Frank, tell us, how is this possible?
Well, local sheriffs were authorized years ago by Immigration and Customs Enforcement to team up with ICE to enforce immigration law under a program called 287G. But in 2009, the enforcement component of that program went away by the administration's orders, a change some believe has contributed to the current border crisis. In Henderson County, the 287G program is operated from the detention center. Local authorities identify illegal aliens who are turned over to customs for possible deportation. It's a detention model, the only 287G program ever used in Henderson County. Obama critics say the government handcuffed local authorities in 2009 from using an enforcement model, which has led to a crisis at the border.
With a pen and a cell phone, he decided that if we didn't pass the DREAM Act, he was going to, by executive order, do this. And that he created this.
According to ICE, it audited and changed the 287G program in 2009. ICE fundamentally reformed the program. A spokesman says it was done to focus, quote, on smart, effective immigration enforcement that prioritizes the removal of criminal aliens and egregious immigration law violators. Tea Party Chairman Jane Bolello says that sent a message around the globe.
We need to enforce our immigration laws. That's what needs to be done. And this is a man-made, created humanitarian crisis.
Part of the problem is they're coming from El Salvador, Guatemala.
A crisis Congressman Mark Meadows says is growing by the day, partly because of lenient enforcement of immigration laws, like the changes to 287G.
There's a whole lot being done behind the scenes. The real key is the word amnesty. I don't think there's anything with amnesty that will even come close to passing.
But amnesty supporters argue the crisis is proof that America needs to resolve the issue. Norma Brown, a Latino advocate, says deporting the estimated 11 million illegal aliens would be devastating for the agricultural industry, not to mention the many other industries that would be affected. Last year, ICE deported about 4,000 fewer illegal aliens from Georgia and North and South Carolinas than it did in 2008 before the change. But they say more of them were hardened criminals who pose a greater threat to our communities and who are now the focus of immigration enforcement.